Today, Ankara stands with skyscrapers and wide boulevards, but what was it like in 1985? In 1985, the heart of Turkey was home to approximately 3 million people. With a surface area of 30,715 square kilometers, Ankara had 20 districts and 1,165 villages. It sat at the center of Anatolia, bordered by Yozgat to the east, Eskişehir to the west, Bolu to the north, and Konya to the south. The name Ankara comes from ancient roots. Derived from Ankara, the word for anchor, it's said the Galatian king found a sacred anchor here and founded the city. Centuries later, it would become the capital of the Turkish Republic. In 1985, agriculture and livestock were at the core of Ankara's economy. The region produced wheat, barley, chickpeas, lentils, and tobacco. Sheep, goats, cattle, and poultry were raised across the countryside. Grapes were especially prominent, including the famous Kalikit Karasi, a local red wine grape. Industry was still developing, Most factories focused on food processing, flour, textiles, cement and machinery. Heavy industry was centered around the state-run MKE factories, and according to records from 1985 there were 1,443 registered companies and 1,513 factories. Ankara was relatively advanced in education. With a 78% literacy rate, the city had about 1,500 primary schools, 900 middle schools, and 500 high schools. But Ankara was not just numbers, it had a soul, filled with Zeybek dances, folk songs, and davul zurna echoing through its neighborhoods. In 1985, it was a city waking up to coal smoke and morning frost, still in the grip of migration from villages to towns. Landmarks like Guven Park, Ataturk Forest Farm, and Abdi Apechi Park were where the city breathed. Anıtkabir, the mausoleum of Ataturk, stood tall then, as it does now. But back then, no skyscrapers surrounded it, and traffic was calm, almost quiet. Now it's 2025. The roads are wider, the buildings taller, and the pace faster. But somewhere deep within, the Ankara of 1985 still lives. In memory, in song, in stories told over tea. Time changes, but Ankara remains Ankara.